So good evening to one and all. Thank you so much for logging in. This is a general initiative because we are in the grip of lockdowns, COVID, and things like that. So we thought we will just try to interact with people and create some knowledge-related sessions with common public. Maybe you are already part of the market, or you may still want to know what exactly happens in the market. So we thought we'll just have some kind of a simple knowledge sharing session that would keep you in some kind of a knowledge acquiring opportunity. So the experience that people like me have in the market probably would give some kind of a light in these circumstances about the stock market. So while I begin, I just want to start by saying that I think common people, believe in miracles. That's why people go to Swamiji's, or people go to some priests and things like that, so that they are going to do some miracle. If some vibhuti is taken in their hand and do like this and give it to us, we feel that some miracle is going to happen in our lives. And sometimes I've even heard, or even maybe part of those discussions, that when we see a cloud, hey, it looks like Ganesha, it looks like Hanuman, okay, it looks like Lakshmi, it looks like a Garuda. Okay, so we do like this. Oh, God is there. Some miracle is happening on us. And to go one step ahead, so suddenly there is a stone kind of a thing that comes out of the ground, of the floor, of somewhere. So people think that, oh, God has come from the ground. What we call is Udbhav. Udbhav has happened of something. So we start putting Arshan Kumkum on that and put one garland that and say God has shown himself or herself. So this is something we are all human beings, not only in India, across the world. People are expecting miracles to happen. So why am I talking about miracles? Because stock market is thought, is assumed, is seen as a place of miracle. Because a lot of things people hear about stock markets, that people made some astounding returns in such a shortest time possible. Yes, it has happened. Would happen on a continuous basis. Okay, because everybody wants to come, like they say, ek din ka, and it should keep happening again and again. That's what people expect with stock markets. So having spent in this field for a little over 27 years straight, okay, no break, I've spent in this fascinating market for these many years, So I don't believe in miracles. Okay, it will happen. Miracle, when it happens, it will happen. Okay, who am I to stop? I also love miracles, but I don't depend on such miracles to happen. If it happens, it happens. So the idea of interaction today, okay, is to gives the glimpse of how this market actually works. Okay, what kind of data points that are essential for us to understand? Because the purpose of designing or offering equity market to all of us, I'm saying all of us is to the world. Okay, me, you, everybody. Why was stock market put in place first of all? Because it is uh, an opportunity to create wealth. And I'm sure we all understand that wealth cannot be created overnight unless you are sitting in front of Amitabh Bachchan and say, ये प्रश्न का उत्तर दे दो और तुमको 1 crore रुपए मिल जाएगा. So 13 questions you answer in 2 hours time and you become crorepati. And even answering those 13 questions is not easy. Correct? So the process of creating wealth should stem from the fact that it cannot happen out of miracle. Yes, we have seen in movies, okay, they loot a bank, okay, they loot so many bank heist things like that, because people want to get rich faster. That's the idea of these kind of movies or what people do. But what I'm going to show you, okay, it's all about facts and figures that will help you not only making this market to be an interesting place, but also truly it is a wealth creating opportunity is what this market actually gives. But for that, you have to understand the dynamics of market and also stop expecting miracles to happen and start following the process of wealth creation. That is, organically, we have to follow the process of wealth creation. Okay. Now, I'll start sharing a screen now so that we start getting straight away into the subject matter that we are trying to, we are present here today. See, as you can see, yes, if you are seeing this on a mobile, maybe the images would not be as good, as clear as you would expect to see. But if you are watching this on a bigger screen, like your laptop or an iPad or a computer desktop, you would probably see a better screen visuals you might see, or you will see. Okay, so see, this is Sensex. Okay, I'll just try to increase the font so that you will see it a little better. Okay, see, this is the journey of Sensex. Okay, I told you that it requires a process. Let's see that process. I'll come to Harshad Mehta in a moment. Okay, because unless I don't use that person's name, Harshad Mehta, okay, this market is completely hollow and shallow. Okay, so I will tell about Harshad Mehta also. Okay, why that person is a very important aspect of stock markets. Okay, Harshad Mehta is a very, very important episode of this stock market. So officially, the Sensex was put into starting because everything. So that measurement actually is the way the stock market actually has to be shown. Where is the trajectory? So where is that going? Where is that moving? Is that question that we try to understand through this number. So in 1979, 1st October 1979, the starting was 100 of this Sensex. Now it was a very slow. I'll show you some more data. So I'll just drag you down. Okay, I've got data till today from 1979 till today. I've got the data with me of Sensex. Okay, I will not bore you with that. I'll straight away take you to the journey. Okay, to the time when India, okay, opened up for the first time for the world. Okay, now what happened? See, this is July 1991. This is the time. Those days, budget was not happening in February or March like it is happening in India currently. Yeah, budget was happening after the new government takes over around May, June kind of thing. Okay, so when budget was presented in 1991 in the month of July, for the first time, in fact, to tell you a story, when I in 1980s, when I was visiting my grandmother's place, my mother's place, my mother's younger brother, one of the younger brothers, okay, he was supposed to go to Singapore. Okay, why? Because a lot of things were not available in India. We were a third world country until 1991. So he got a shoes for me from Singapore when he came back. I was so happy, It had a perforation where you can remove that strap, curr sound it comes. Like for the umbrella they give you, where you can stick it. So I put it back. It was colorful, white, red, blue colors were there. It was beautiful. So even to get shoes of that nature, of that type, that style, you have to get from Singapore. So India did not know anything outside India. So we were just like I would say we were just like that, Masai Mara, okay, those kind of people we were. No, it had to change. Okay, change is just a matter of time. Change will happen. Okay, sometimes the change will be delayed. Okay, sometimes change will come fast, which is happening currently. The change is very, very fast today. But 30 years ago, the change was not as fast as it is today. Okay. Now, finally, the government opened up. The PV Narasimha government, along with Mr. Manmohan Singh, who was the then finance minister, they took that bold step and most required step to make this India open up for the foreign players. Okay, other countries' goods can come here. Our country goods can go outside. So it's called the era of liberalization, privatization, and globalization. See, you can see that in 1991, within 4 days, the market went up by 14%. Just in 4 days. But those days, even 60 points, 40 points was taking the market up by 4%, 3%. Okay, because Sensex itself was 1,000, 1,500. Okay, for that even 50, 60 makes a big percentage of difference. Now, the world embraced India. The world loved India. Okay, it was just like a barren land that they saw with opportunities that can convert that barren land into a greenfield project. So India was like that. Now, as the world started opened up, new things also started happening around in the world. Now, by 1992, started the new era of stock market. Okay. Because see, when you see the number of Sensex itself, which is 1,900, 1,500, 800, you can imagine. So today you might see 50,000, 52,000 as Sensex. It is a very overwhelming number. Okay. But when you see 1,900, 800, hey, where was this market here? Where is it today? Right? So here you can see that the market was 2,000, and that is the time Harshad Mehta's. I'm sure most of you must have seen a lot of movies, series, and all that have been made. Yes, I loved the Scam 92 series. Okay, one of the best series I have watched. Okay, and I went back to my olden days of my entry into stock market. Okay, so he did a scam. And like I said, I will tell you something about Harshad Mehta. See, today also there are scamsters. Okay, even Yes Bank Rana Kapoor is a scamster. Okay, even it did not even leave one of the most respected names in the banking circle, Chanda Kochar and her husband. Okay, they also were alleged to have been involved in some kind of a scam, banking scam. Okay, Vijay Mallya has done a scam. Nirav Modi has done a scam. Okay, there are so many scams. So it is not that we are going to relegate Harshad Mehta to have propagated a scam. Okay, scamsters were there even before Harshad Mehta. There are scamsters there after Harshad Mehta. There will be scamsters in the future also. Okay. Yes, everybody wants to take advantage. Even today during the COVID time, there are so many people dying around us, but still there are scamsters who don't care about the lives of people. They still do scams around vaccines, around medicines, around oxygens, around hospital beds. So let's not blame Harshad Mehta alone for this scam. He's one of the people who took advantage of the possibly the most rudimentary type of the system that we had. Yes, technologically we were not an advanced country then. Okay, so he did a scam. Okay, he fudged documents. Okay, and took money. And what did he do with that money? What did he do with that money? He took that money. That other bank, he took money from bank A. saying that Bank B is in need of this money. Those days there was no RTGS, no internet, no mobile, no emails, okay, no NEFT, no UPI, no Paytms, no Google Pay, nothing was there. Okay, so the bank had to depend on people like Harshad Mehta. His company grow more, so he is the underwriter, or you can say primary dealer, who will take money and give that money to another bank who is in need of it. So he took money from Bank A, who had money with them, telling them that I'm giving this money to Bank B, and you will return the money back in the future, lending and borrowing. Now, so he took that money. That money was not given to the other bank. He took that money and went to the stock market, because Harshad Mehta was an ambitious person, highly ambitious person. Okay, he wanted, he thought if money was there with you, you can rig the prices. Now let's see what is rigging. When I say what is rigging, look at the stock market Sensex number. It was just 2000. But 2000 means, imagine how small was the stock market. Correct? So when the market is small, liquidity also will be small. When liquidity is small, you can rig prices. What is rigging prices? If anybody is selling stocks, you buy, you sell, I buy, you sell, I buy. Any quantity shares you sell, I am a buyer. Why? Because I have money with me. So what does retail people? Retail people means the last of the of that pole. Okay, bottom of the pyramid people are there. Na? They start, hey, yaar, this stock has gone up. You know, ACC stock went up from 200 rupees to 9,000 rupees. In how many, what period of time? Just 3.5 months. Today you see Ruchi Soya, you have seen Graphite India, you have seen the HEG kind of stocks giving some 1,000% return. What is 1,000% return? This stock gave a return of 4,400% in just 3 months. What is rigging? You go on buying. Whatever, whoever sells in the market, you are a buyer because you have money. So Harshad Mehta took that money from the bank, started because exchanges were the bosses. They could do anything. So Harshad Mehta took advantage of the money that he had, because he can take 100 crores, 200 crores, 300 crores from banks. Use that money here. Rig the price. Within 1 week, 10 days, the price rises. He sells, makes money, goes to the bank and returns it back. The bank is happy. They did not know who took or who did not take. End of the day, my money came back. So see here, Harshad Mehta scam. Okay, suddenly see 2,000 points within no time, 3,000 points. Okay, then 3,500 points. It in, see, between 2,000 here. Okay, January it was 2,000. Okay, by April the Sensex had touched 4,500. Okay, now during this time the market had peaked. Harshad Mehta had that greed of Harshad Mehta. Yeah, you can't stop greed. Okay, that is what human beings are. We don't know when to stop. Harshad Mehta also is a normal human being with flesh and blood. He did not know where to stop, and he had taken 500 crore rupees of money for his bad luck. The market had closed for a week. Why? Because there was a fight between the brokers and the stock exchanges. And the stock exchange, sorry, one exchange. So the other person who had given was asking for money. So he took from another person at UTI, he took money, put money, he thought he will pay again, because that series you have seen, that Manu Bhai did not let the strike to end. He made it to continue for some more days because he wanted to put Harshad Mehta down. Not as if Manu Bhai was an angel, He is also is a crook. So with this, whatever is the reason, but this Harshad Mehta, that surge of market in those few months, brought the kind of attention that stock market needed. Okay, nobody knew what stock market was. Nobody means very few people knew what stock. In my next week's story, I will tell you my experience, because I started in 1993. After all this happened, the journey. I will tell you, okay, what happened with brokers. What all con things. What you say, topi hakadru. So what all topi we used to put to our unsuspecting customers, I'll tell you in my next week's story. Okay, how to do people as a broker, as a dealer, as a trader. I will share those things. And you today who are young and who has not seen that, you will be most happy to see that. Thank God we are not in that particular era. Okay, we are going to understand those stories also in our future sessions. Okay, anyway, now here Harshad Mehta's era brought more people into the market because very less people were participating in. As you can see the numbers itself, okay, Sensex was non-descriptive. But once the scam broke out and it came to the public domain that there was a scam that took place. Okay, now after that, see the market. Okay, it peaked. After the market opened, as soon as Harshad Mehta's scam broke out, see the market fall from 4,467. The market started falling. See, it came down to 3,000 within 2 months. Between April 25th, 26th and June, 2 months, the market fell down by 1,500 points. You can see only minus. And because that stock has to, all that inflated stock price has to come back to its original price. That is the reality of the stock, from 200 to 9,000. Not only this stock, I'm just giving you ACC as an example. Okay, see, in Jainagar 4th block, near that Yedur circle, okay, there is one government hospital and all there, public health center. Okay, where there pani puri and all, even today some people make there. There was one Gujarati person, okay, who was selling pani puri on the road. Okay, those days pani puri was costing some 1 rupee per plate. Now this person had put 35,000 rupees in the stock market. Okay, because those days no need for PAN number, PAN card were not heard. Okay, no Aadhaar card, no address proof, nothing was required. Okay, just enter. Walk in, just like you enter a supermarket, buy what you want, pay and exit. So stock market brokers was like that. You can just enter, open an account, not even open an account. There is no question opening account and all ruled out. Anybody can come, do transactions, pay money, take money, give shares, take shares and go. So this person, being a pani puri fellow, had put 35,000 rupees and bought some stocks. After this, he was one of the most smartest person, I would say, because later, because how I know this story, though I was not there, I was 1 year late after the Harshad Mehta scam had taken place, because my boss, who I was working, he had taken me to one cafe called Bharat Cafe. So people who are old Bangaloreans, South Bangaloreans who know Jainagar, opposite Poonam Theatre, today Putana Kanagal Theatre, there is one small lane. There was a cafe called Bharat Cafe. That Bharat Cafe was started by this Pani Puri fellow, because he made 3.5 lakh rupees out of 35,000 rupees those days in Harshad Mehta scam time, and he exited before the crash happened. So there are people who minted money, and there are people who lost heck of a lot of money. And my boss used to tell me a story. We had a client called Nagaraj Gupta. This person had ACC, 300 shares ACC had with him. And the stock went up to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. So one day he went apparently to Nagaraj Gupta's house, which was in 4th T block. And he said, sir, ACC had touched 8,000, has touched 8,000. So give me the shares, I will sell it. He said that Nagaraj Gupta, apparently said that, "Are you mad, Ramesh?" Ramesh was my boss name. Are you mad, Ramesh? Who will sell now? It will touch 30,000. Okay, so I will sell when it's 30,000. So my boss said, "Okay, yeah, come back." He came back. That person did not sell ACC at 8,000 rupees. You know how much he sold later? He sold the stock at 170 rupees. Where is 8,000 per share? Where is 170 rupees per share? So this is greed. Basically, stock market shows the level of greed of people. It's a mirror. Stock market is a mirror of greed. Now, what happened? See, here we saw market touching 4,500. It started falling, 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 falling. It came down. See, it has come down, come down, come down. And it touched. And by March 93, about a year later, Bombay riots happened. Okay, there was a Bombay Stock Exchange. There was a bomb blast. That's where our friend Sanjay Dutt got caught in this particular riot only. Okay, this particular bomb blast only. Okay, so coming down, the market fell to the from 4,500. See, look at the date. Look at the date. The date what you saw here was 28th April or 22nd April, 4,500 approximately. Next year, almost same day, that is 93 April, Sensex was 2,000. That means from 4,500, market had fallen by 2,500 points. It's a massive fall for those days. So again, people lost interest. And by this time, I was in the market now. That was, I'm proud to say, I entered this market. Okay, fascinating world of stock markets. Making me to live out of whatever I've learned from this market. Okay, market was 2,000, came down to 2,000, but that ring of Harshad Mehta, that story went on and on and on and on for weeks, because every day there was some news of the Harshad Mehta. So people had to read newspapers. So it started attracting people. Okay, like a moth getting into the light, It started getting them into the market. And that is what market wanted actually. Because a market can survive with liquidity. There has to be more people participating. That's how the market also grows. When more people started coming, more companies also started getting traded. More companies also started getting IPOs that got added to the overall bench strength of the Sensex. Now coming down, what happened? 3,000, okay, market recovered. What you have to remember is, see, most people are scared about stock market. Why? Because it's like a dark cave, Okay, we are scared to enter a dark place. Why? Because we are scared of the unknown. Okay, somebody went here, that person didn't come back only from the cave, so I will not go. This is what, even taking vaccine, first 2-3 months, people did not take vaccine. Okay, why? Because they were scared. Some in UK, somebody had a blood clot. Somebody fell sick. So people were scared. I don't think I'll die out of COVID. I will die out of taking vaccination. So this unknown fear, will keep people away from the market. Now, people are going to, see, then the vaccine was available. People are not going. Today, vaccine is shortage. Everybody wants to take vaccine. Exactly stock market. This is exactly how stock market works. Okay, now market from 4,500 fell to 2,000. Again, it started recovering. That is what is the learning that I want you people to. Don't be scared of market. All it requires, okay, do not try to think that overnight I will want to become rich. In 1 year, I want to make 100%, 200%, 500% return. It will happen. I'm not saying it will not happen, but that should not be the main objective of coming to the market. Okay, see, look at the comedy here. On 26th November, okay, I will mark this with red. Okay, only 155 points went up. Look at the percentage of rise, 5% rise. Okay, today 155 points, they say market ended flat. Okay, 30 years later, at 155 points, market flat 155 kuch nahi ho raha hai market mein, people will say. But those days, 155 points is 5% up in the market. Okay. Now, coming down, it again recovered back to 4,000. Okay. It recovered back to 4,500. Okay. It came back to 4,000. It came back to 4,500, but it took 2.5 years to come back. 2 years and 2 months for it to come back. So the journey of market, has been like this. Okay. Now I will show you the 1,000-point journey of market. Now 1,000 point has happened. See, there are 53 iterations, okay, possibilities of the of this 1,000 points. See, the first 1,000 points from 100 to 1,000, it took 10 years and 9 months and 25 days. From there, the another 1,000 points happened just in 1.5 years. Okay, I'll repeat again. The first 1,000 points happened in almost 11 years. But the next 1,000 points happened in 1.5 years. But the another 1,000, that is 2,000, things happened just in 44 days. So as you see, each 1,000 points has happened, okay, at different frequencies. That journey from 100 to 1,000 to 10,000, okay, to 15,000. See, when we saw market at 5,000, talking about when I was working for a company called Escort Securities as a branch manager, Sensex was 5,000. Okay, Nifty was some 875. Okay, 850,000. This is approximately, it was 1,000. Okay, Nifty. 5,000 it went, means we celebrated. Oh, 5,000 Sensex. So we never imagined that it will touch 10,000. But within the next few years, it touched 10,000. When it touched 10,000, or a 5-digit year stock market, Sensex become 10,000. So we never imagined that it will touch 20,000 also. But within 1 year, 1.5 years, Sensex touched 20,000, 21,000. In fact, when market touched 20,000, our friend CNBC celebrated by bringing a cake, putting that birthday topies on their head and blowing candles. But little did they know that 1 month later, market would crash. So at 21,000, what is the next step? People thought it will go higher. We will discuss about market crash in our one more session. But I'm not here to talk about crash. I'm just here to talk about the journey. Okay, look at 92. Okay, is the time Harshad the scam happened. 3,000 approximately was the market. Okay, from there, the journey, okay, it has taken 10, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. See here, 52,000 points the Sensex has given in this time. Okay, see, last from 43,000, or rather 42,500 to 52,000. Okay, it has just happened in a matter of 5-6 months. 10,000 points in last 6 months. Okay, now what are we scared of? Okay, I will take you to events. Okay, again I'll increase the size so that you can see it pretty properly, vividly. Okay, see here, I've put the I've chronicled the event that happened from 1984 till now. See, Indira Gandhi assassination, 1980 Bofors scandal, 1990 Kuwait war, I'm sure most of you will remember. 91 Rajiv Gandhi assassination, balance of payment crisis that led for introduction of LPG, that is liberation, privatization, globalization. 92 we had a good news and a terrible news, Harshad Mehta. 93 we had Bombay riots and bomb blast. 96 NSC became the first digital exchange in India. 1999, what is that? India shining. That was the tagline of BJP government in 1999. Okay, then 2000 we saw the tech boom. Just next year we saw tech meltdown, Gujarat earthquake, another scamster came, Ketan Parekh. Okay, you people, I mean, people who are young or not seen market, you have no idea. Okay, people who bought Infosys in 2001 in that Ketan Parekh scam time, today also they are not recovered their capital back. Infosys had touched 30,000 rupees in 2001. Okay, so even like a stock like HFCL, that is Himachal Future Limited, had touched 8,000 rupees. Today it is now 12 rupees, 13 rupees. Okay, so that is the time Ketan Parekh gave to the market. Then 2003, another bull run started. That is the best. Yeah, that miracle means from here, from 2003 till 2008 January. Fantastic. Okay, awesome. I'll show you that phase also. Okay, in a moment. Now bull run started. Then 2004 BJP government went off. Okay, UPA came to power. Then tsunami happened, end of 2004. Then 2007, India saw the highest GDP in July. 9.46% was the GDP India recorded in 2007 July. 2008 came. See, all good and bad you have to take into account. See, all good things have happened, bad things have. Maybe there are more bad things that have happened. Okay, let's not forget that. 2008 we had subprime crisis. Crude oil was $147 per barrel in 2008, but petrol was not 100 rupees per liter. Remember that. When crude was 147, petrol was not 100 rupees. Yeah, of course, the rupee also was not 75 rupees like it is today. Okay, it was the 50 what to 2 rupees those days. Okay, now 2009 subprime ends, and one more problem happened. Satyam Computer, 7th February 2009. I can't forget these days. I've memorized these dates. Satyan Raju came at 11 o'clock on TV and said he has done an accounting scam. The stock price fell from 188 rupees to 33 rupees. Next day, the stock fell to 6 rupee 30 paisa. So within 2 days, from 188 rupees to 6 rupee 30 paisa, Satyam Computer. That is the underlying risk that stock market actually carries. 2010 Commonwealth Games and telecom scam. Not games happened. It was a scam year. 2010 was a year of scam. That A. Raja. Okay, remember, maybe people remember telecom scam, the Commonwealth Games scam. Then we had Colgate scam, policy scam slowdown. That's what led the UPA government to fall by 2014. Then 2014, we had Russian oil crisis. Indian rupee depreciated terribly against US dollar, and at the same time, BJP, NDA government formed the government. 2015, crude oil fell to $30 per barrel, like a miracle. Then 2016, we had surgical strike against Pakistan, Brexit. Donald Trump became US president, and another bad news, demonetization. Worst news for the financial markets. 2017, global markets recover, GST implementation happened, US bombed Syria and Afghanistan, SEBI cracked down shell companies, Infosys had a crisis with Salil Parekh as a whistleblower, we had a terrible tension with North Korea, then we had Moody's upgrading India, Gujarat results were not good for BJP, then LTG, long-term capital against equity market, Nirav Modi scam, Punjab National Bank scam, again INR depreciates, crude prices rises, again one more election year. Then crude petrol prices in 2018 crossed 80 rupees per liter because of crude. Then trade wars. Okay, again 2019 Indian rating was downgrade. Now you know pandemic happened. Yes Bank default happened last year. Lockdown, GDP negative minus 23.9. So people just see in 1991 the Sensex was 2000. After all the events that you are seeing, good, bad, ugly, 52,000. That means in 30 years, you know what is the return? The Sensex has given in 30 years 12% return. Now you might say, what is this great thing about 12%? Yeah, I will show you. What is the great thing of 12? I'll show you in a moment. Just hold on. Now I will show you the best phase of market. See, 2003 Sensex was at 3390. Okay. Now 5 years, that is 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8. From Jan 2003 to Jan 2008, from 3,390, Sensex touched. Okay, Sensex touched 21,000. That means, as a number, if you see, the market had gone up by 7 times. That means Sensex gave a return of 700%. The miracle I told you, it will happen. Okay, but you can't keep waiting for it to happen. You have to be there, juxtaposed in that, and wait. See, market is like a highway, you want to go from Bangalore to Mumbai, it is 1,000 kilometers. Okay. Some roads you get non-stop 120 kilometer speed. That's where you increase your mileage. That's where you save time, because you know that one place you go, you have to stand, wait for toll, you have to wait for some crossing, some problem would have happened. So it will slow down. But don't forget that out of 1,000 kilometers, 400 kilometers you have done at 120 kilometers per hour. Like that, market also will give you that kind of a opportunity to make that kind of money. Okay, but you should be there. Like I said, wealth creation is a long-term goal, not an overnight goal. Okay, now how do I make you understand 12%? What is the importance of 12% in 30 years? I will show you with an example. Just give me a moment. I'll just put it back. Okay. See, I'm going to show you one simple template. Okay, to just give you an heads up on what am I trying to tell you about. Okay. Okay. See, I'll take 1995. Okay, as an example. See, 1995, you put 1,000 rupees every month in a recurring deposit. Okay, let's come down for May 2020. So you have put this money for about 26 years. So in these 26 years, your capital is 3,17,000 rupees. The average FD return, okay, in the last 27 years is about 8%. So how much did you make? With 3,17,000 has become 10,83,000. Okay, standalone it looks good. Now let me take it to Sensex. Had you put money in Sensex from 1995 at 3,623 as the entry point, 1,000 rupees per month, your money would have grown as on date, that is again 10th May, to 21,72,000 at about 12% annual return. So in recurring deposit for the same duration, you made about 11 lakh rupees. Sensex, you made 21 lakh rupees. That means you missed 10 lakh rupees. Na? Is it worth missing 10 lakh rupees in this 26, 27, 30 years, for example? The difference between 8 and 12 is 4%. That 4% return is what the 10 lakh rupees is that. Now, what is the moral of the story? Okay, the moral of the story before I end the session is that, see, one is you have to not be, one is, there are two aspects. One is risk averse and risk aware. Okay, because investing in equity is not a choice anymore. That means taking risk is not a choice. You can't ask anybody, or you can't ask yourself, should I take risk with market? No, you can't ask that question. You can't say I'm conservative. If you are conservative, I'm going to show you in my future sessions. I'm going to show you the difference between a conservative individual and then moderate aggressive individual. Why? You cannot think today that I'm a conservative investor. Okay, so the journey, today it is 50,000. Okay, in my future session, I'm going to discuss what Morgan Stanley said. Morgan Stanley said, okay, that in 2019 they said 10 years from today, not 2017 they said 10 years from today, we are looking at Sensex to be at 1 lakh. That means when they said Sensex was 33,000, on what basis did Morgan Stanley say that 33,000 will become 1 lakh Sensex? That means between 2017 and now, 52,000 already happened. That means the gap between 33,000 and 1 lakh is reduced by 20,000 points already. That means, do you still doubt that Sensex will touch 1 lakh or not? Do you have the doubt? No. I'm not a prophet. Okay, I'm not Nostradamus to say that it will happen. But out of my experience of staying in this market for so long, okay, I've seen all this. Okay, from 3,000, like I showed you, to 52,000 is my presence is there in this market. So when market rises, I don't feel very excited about it. When market falls, I don't get into panic mode because I know what goes up will come down, what comes down will go up. So if you are able to understand this, that Sensex is a number. Okay. When I discuss little bit more in my future, in my next sessions, that how did Sensex touch 50,000? Correct? That's a question. See, number wise I showed you, 100 has become 50,000 or 3,000 has become 50,000. But what is significance of this 50,000? How did 50,000 take place? How did it happen? That's a very interesting story that I'm going to share with you in my future sessions. Okay. So to end my session, see, this basically was to let you understand the journey. Okay, Harshad Mehta was a very, very important episode in the Indian history of stock market. If that person, see, scam, will remove that scam as a term, because scam, like I said, it will happen. You can't stop a scam. But that led, okay, there is one place called in Karnataka called Chandragutti. That Chandragutti became famous not for good reasons. It became famous for bad reasons. I don't want to say why. Okay, there were some naked parades and all was taking place, and Swamijis and all were there those days. So it's a nondescript place. Nobody knew what this Chandragutti was all. But after that, it became a hot spot. It became a tourist spot because of a bad reason. Let's not forget it. Like that, even stock market also required this person's scam for more people to at least realize that there is a stock market. But many people have missed this rally. Many people have not participated at all. And please remember, people, stock market is not gender biased. That means female should not enter, male should enter, old people should enter, young people should not enter, rich should enter, poor cannot enter, a lot of money has to be put, small money cannot be put. No, it's a myth. Anybody can enter this market. All you need is common sense, not being scared of risk. You should know how to manage risk, not to be scared of risk. Okay? Because if it is raining outside, you can either stay at home being scared or carry an umbrella with you or raincoat with you. That's what you do, correct? No? If the corona is outside, you don't sit 24 hours inside. You're going to wear a mask or maybe double mask. Maybe even wear a face shield and go, because you want to manage the risk. Like that, stock market also is a place where there is no need to run away from that. Okay, you need to understand how can I manage this risky place. So during our future sessions, I'm going to ensure, or at Stock Point, we are going to ensure that you're all going to get a better understanding of stock market as a place that anybody can enter. Any amount can be brought. I will prove it to you. Even 100 rupees if you bring, I can make you a stock market investor. Okay, so we are going to discuss all this so that all that confusion we may have about stock market. Okay, and remember, you don't need to do analysis. Too much of headache is not required. It will happen. Analysis is important. You have to, for that, you have to learn. Okay, take a course and get a little bit deeper to become better investor. I'm not ruling out that, but the more we simplify this entire process, it becomes that much more convenient for us to enter this market And markets, remember, is not a place that will die. Okay, because as long as human beings are there, greed will be there, and as long as greed is there, stock market definitely will be there, because financial markets can never die, because money is the oxygen for an economy. Correct? So we are going to interact on these kind of topics. Next week we are going to discuss about how brokers used to cheat. Common. I have also cheated. Okay, I am confessing. I have also cheated. I will tell you the journey how brokers were cheating the customers before it became a digital stock exchange. You should be thankful that NSE came and made it digital. Otherwise, God knows what would have happened. Okay, to that. So I've seen both the pre-digitalized era and the post-digital. So we are going to discuss. And week after that, we are going to discuss about the crashes, the correction, how to understand market correction, market deep correction, and market crash. I've done some fantastic data for you. I'm going to share, because first I want to remove your confusion, your fear about stock market. Then we will get into the different other learnings about stock market. Thank you so much. I hope you had an engaging discussion today, though I cannot talk to you, but I'm sure you people must have got a little bit out of our discussion today. If it helps you in the future to get into the market, definitely the market is open for everybody. So this Friday at 9:15, we are having the second session of live market. For anybody is interested, we will be sharing that coordinates on various other modes of communication. Okay, that link, you can also learn how the market works on the live switch. How to identify. This week we are going to talk about how to identify stocks to trade. Okay, so again we are going to have 1 hour session this Friday. So every Wednesday, Friday. So Wednesdays will be stock market stories, where I'm going to share my learning experience from this market, and my another colleague, Mr. Ritadama, is going to share how to understand the live market for common people. So I hope in this pandemic you all can learn and get engaged yourself in some knowledge acquiring sessions. Thank you so much for your time, patience, and participation. We appreciate it. Your feedback can be put on the comment, whatever, good, bad, ugly. We'll be happy to take your feedback and better ourselves in our future sessions.
So any questions, they can always put it in the comment and you can answer it.
Yeah, any questions you have, you can put. I'll be happy to answer if I know the answer to that. That is. Thank you, Mr. Mohan. Thank you for your kind words. Mr. Prabhakar, we will discuss all those things in the future sessions, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mithun. Thank you, Mr. Mohan. Mr. Venkatesh, thank you. Madam Usharani, madam, thank you. Darshan, thank you. Mithun, I was wondering, I heard your name, Mithun Keshwa somewhere. How to time the market? Don't time the market, sir. Nobody has succeeded timing the market. We will discuss that also. That is another topic we have. Is it good to time the market? How to select good stock? Yes, we'll discuss that also. Don't worry, sir. Today is only the trailer of more to come in the future. Thanks, Mithun. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Mr. Darshan. Thank you so much. Wow, awesome, Mithun. You should, you're a, what can I say, a very proactive and great guy, man. Very independent thought. Any book for options, sir, I think you will have to speak to our team, Mr. Venkatesh. I think you have to take a course. You can't just learn options and all in 1 hour. Even picking a good stock. Mr. Prabhakar, my name is Balaji Rao. You can see it on the screen, I guess. Yes, Mr. Balaji MG, you can definitely catch up next Wednesday at 5:30. For our this video will be available on for you to watch as a record session also. If you Kisharda, can you please tell how to watch this, sir?
The same link will be there, sir, which they can click and continue to watch the same video.
Yeah, Mr. Balaj, you can watch this video. If you click on the same link, you can watch the entire session. So you can get what we spoke also. Then you can connect it to the next week's session. No problem. Okay, I think there are no more comments. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Balasubramani. Thank you for your kind wishes. Thank you. We'll catch up. If possible, please catch up this Friday at 9:15. The link will be shared very soon. And next Wednesday, 5:30, the link also will be shared. You can join us next Wednesday if you are free and interested to chat with us. Thank you so much for your participation. Have a nice evening and also stay safe. Wear mask. Maintain social distancing. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.